business. Get it? You unlocked the wrong side, woman. What do they got going on? What the heck? Can you open that nut just for me to get through? Alright. Yeah, but it opens, so you should have done from the other side. Huh?
Pop it back up and go the other side?
No, can you get it? See it? That right there is supposed to be hinged. It actually is hinged. They got the things right there. See the two holes? I don't know what they got going on. You can't open it up. It's too heavy for it. Dude, man, look at that. That ain't no good. That's gas. And we're gonna have to do some maintenance on this bad boy. Yeah, God, top's coming off. That's one thing. Do some maintenance on her. That's probably why he's throwing gas all up here. No, that's horrible, Kenny. You got a bag or something to put over your... And now we're 5 miles in and you're gonna have to...
All the way back, yeah.
Oh, I don't smell it. Yes.
Maybe we went through a puddle and it just... Must smell my pant leg?
There you go, through that puddle. See this tube here? Why is this tube? Also, you can't get in this side without. Yeah, this thing's, we're falling apart here. Grab the freaking rocks. Oops. Whoosh. See, I was wondering about that. We probably should have just came and did it in here. I don't have any, Oh no, I just did that too short. So, what has happened is, this is actually the first, other than riding around my property yesterday, this is obviously the first,
Excursion?
Yeah, the first excursion out, and Dave told me it just had somebody working on this, got it back to running, and I think the Shell Rock Road, which it's hell on everything, but I think that probably didn't use Loctite on the, come over here, on the cover. And I thought about this before we headed out. Here, let me get this wire. To show that top of that cover, them 2 bolts are missing. See it right there?
Yeah, I see it.
So you can see these 2 bolts. Man, you can see how it's shiny there. So obviously those are thing, and this whole thing is trying to come off. And I was actually, when I pulled up there yesterday, the first time I rode it, my kill switch wasn't working. And like I said, oh, look at this, man. What the hell is this? That could be why my kill switch ain't working. So there's a wire hanging out here, but this covers what, man, the rattling. I couldn't figure out what the rattling was. So, you know, it's all part, man, this thing, I don't know how long this has been sitting. I still love it. And I'll get it now. I'll do my, you know, maintenance and work on it. We'll get it all up to par. But now, I'm going to do a little redneck and geniality to get us to check the, because we still got a ways to go up here, check another fence, and then get us back to the truck. So good old, I left my pliers sitting in there too, but good old, see, and then what was happening right there, what really made me notice is, see, this is getting up, because I think this is twisted over. And the way that, whoever did this, the way that they have this throttle spring down here is not right. And there's a lot of play in it, and it's hooking up on this air filter, which is giving us like, yeah, I almost took off through that thing like 100 miles an hour. So anyway, man, it's just...
This thing goes 100 miles an hour?
Yeah, I felt like I was going. Actually, let's slid over. Actually, now I got it where it should be. So now we're going to take this. Do that. I wish I had my pliers. I'm just going to let the steel hang in it, so that's going to be
a problem.
Cool. Oh, there, I just moved that. Dude, there. I don't know why that hole. But, like I said, man, I will, I could tell there was a few things that needed to be adjusted and, you know, played with, because it just got worked on, and Dave had, you know, he might have rode around his parking lot or whatever, so it hadn't really been rode or used.
Full test on it.
Yeah. So we will get her. She will be 100% because just like Miss Kitty's 100% because I love her. I love this thing, and it will be 100%. So we'll check back here in a minute. So you don't see me go flying through the.
I don't know why we brought the air pump.
I don't know why why we didn't bring my pliers.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check back in a minute. Where you going, Miss Kitty? Oh. Let her cool down. She's spitting and sputter, sounding like an old Volkswagen coming back. We did get in and check our other fences. Just got to do some adjusting and man, but hey, you're gonna have to wait a minute and mess around with her, and then we're only probably. From here, probably I don't know, a mile and a half from the truck, maybe a mile and a half. A little bit bummed, but can't expect it to be perfect. It wasn't my perfect little fairy tale. It was great. And, once I get everything tightened up and all that and adjusted, and, you know, first trip out, man, on something new. Gotta expect something, especially when it's 1959. We'll check in here in a minute. I'm gonna let her cool down here for a minute and see what maybe if that does anything. What are your thoughts on the Tote Gote, Miss Kitty?
Love it. Yeah, it's an adventure.
That's right.
For sure.
We ain't it ain't left us stranded yet.
No, it does not.
I think we'll get her back fired back up and get us on out of here, and then we'll just give her a little TLC and she'll be perfect.
Yeah.
She's still perfect. Looking amazing. Well, crap. Captain David B. left us stranded. But the whole, what's happened, said when they were working on it and pulled the side of the motor or the face, whatever you want to call it. The cover, yeah, the cover is what it is. When they pulled the cover off, put the bolts in it and didn't use Loctite, and obviously coming down this crazy shell rock road vibrated the bolts out, which are along here somewhere. So then I can just about get it to fire up, but I think one of the bolts is where the held the ground wire, I guess, and thought I was gonna get started back up, but we're not that far, probably a mile from the truck. We pushed him along here for a while, and then it's all uphill right now, so figured we'll just go get the green bean and come back and get the goat, and then get him home, and I'll fix it up and go over everything and make sure everything's perfect. Her A-OK. It was our own, like I said, man, that we were so excited that, you know, I only rode it up and down the driveway, a handful of times, and knew that it hadn't been rode a lot. So I was just so excited that when we first brought it up, we were just going to ride it into 6, which doesn't mean nothing to you, but the highest fence that we usually mountain bike or hike into. But then we decided we'd ride it, I don't know, it has another 10 miles and check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fences. So if we'd have just came up and done 6, or the highest one, it probably would have been all good, but we'll get it figured out. Anyway, that's about all I really have to say today. Getting pooped.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
Well, it's not that. We're almost to the truck. But I mean, man, it's kind of brisk out here, but how can you complain about having to stroll in this, huh? Seen 3 deer, and that was the other one. Not only did the goat kind of break down. I guess it's broke down at this point. But I came up here without my shotgun, and we've seen how many? 6.
You were a little distracted by the goat.
Yeah, I was all excited about that, getting everything together, and forgot my shotgun. Even forgot my pistol. Well, then my little tiny one, shoot shorts, it ain't. I tried to shoot one with that thing. You couldn't hit a broadside of a barn with that little 2-inch barrel. It's just a belly gun. But anyway, so I've seen 6 grouse and no gun to shoot them with. That's the most grouse I've seen this year. So I knew that was going to happen. Is that okay, Miss Key? Yeah. You like our walk? These will all start turning yellow. Love them. Love, love, love them. We have a bunch down there, and now the gate's locked. We can't get the wood. The ones that are already down. Can't get it out till next year now. Ugh. So anyway, I think we've seen three deer. 3 or 4 deer. I think there's actually one on this video that ran in front of us when we were cruising. So. Anyway, hallelujah. Never thought I'd be so happy to see it. That's good stuff right there. That's dumb. What in the heck, man? What is wrong with these people? Yeah, that's a good gate. It is supposed to open from that side.
Yeah, this side right here.
Yeah.
Look over there. Just needs 4 bolts.
Yeah, I don't know what their deal is. Well, I need 2 bolts on the goat.
You can hold out or help it.
Good Lord willing. And the creeks don't rise. We'll check in again tomorrow.